NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw.
They get this out wide to Gaskin.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to let it go again. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Raiders.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devin Duvernay with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
2nd and 6. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Now back to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Back to throw. Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Broncos 10, Raiders 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd
Absolutely.
make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Carr going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Carr to throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, if they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 17-14.
17. Raiders 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy. who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On play action, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught by a diving Thomas.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is Carr inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Extra point by Carson, open door. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. This will be caught. Judy. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Back to throw now on first down. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 8 coming up. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Carr now on first down. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
Back to throw here.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll look to throw again.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
They get this out wide to Gaskin.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Raiders 35, Broncos 24. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr.
Looking again for Warner, and he's got him again.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll go down at the 28.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. He's got him in, complete. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the counter, here's Williams.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Myles Gaskin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Binds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Second and 11.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they improve their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.